Hare Krishna. Yeah, I'll share the screen again. So I'll not go for slideshow. Maybe that is taking some of bandwidth. So yeah, I mean, I hope this is all were heard. So the four real problems are absent there, and but here all problem, because this is Dukhalaya Mashaswadan. Simply said, it is like that. All problems, you'll face unexpected problems. You don't welcome any problem, but it comes of its own. You have to face it. And I have to pull down my hand. 1 minute. Lower my hand. Sorry. Okay, Hare Krishna. Then, yeah. So, like here, what we say is, I'm continuing. Okay, so sorry for that. All that in between. I think almost 5-7 minutes we wasted. Say 8-10 minutes. Okay. So the dog barking. Any other dog coming to our area, immediately you can hear some dogs barking. So each one of will be saying what this area belongs to me. Why you're here? And the other dog will say, no, this is area. This area is belonging to me. They may be talking in their own language, but actually it is what the area is now neither of theirs. It is only God's. The same thing, human. He's buying a house and building and very happy. You know what? I earned it. This money, this property belongs to me. I earn so much money. I spend on it. And this is mine. On what he has built a house on the earth. And what that earth belongs to whom? He must have paid some money, token money, that money, this money, registration, everything he must have done. But ultimately what? The land is Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, I got a message saying that your internet connection is unstable. So used to seeing that message. So he's very happy that he built a house. So how long he can stay there? 100 years? 500 years? No, hardly for a few years. Already he must be 30, 35. So add 50 more years. Lucky, if he's lucky, 50 years he may have to stay. That's all. Afterwards, he has to leave this house and go. And what will happen? Then his children will fight for this. It is my right. It is your right. I should get this much share. All this. Then court kachari and all things. I mean, he will leave he is leaving what? Not this property for them to a reason to fight. So we forget the fact that we are here temporary. Temporarily, we are living here. This is not our permanent place. We are going to leave everything here and we are going to go bare body. They won't, even if you have gold and all, they will remove. Nothing will be given to us when we go. If you are very rich and all, they will allow us to take along with your body. They will be, buried or burnt. Otherwise, everything will be removed. Yes, so this is the false illusion we have. Now what? We have to go to the next scene. Then this is all bachon ka, that kids slide I put. The result of false prestige. How dare you call me a fool? You get angry, if somebody is insulting or somebody is talking harsh and all, then you get real angry. How can you call me a fool? Then a devotee may say, yes, I'm a fool only because I'm a fool who left the abode of Krishna and suffering here. I don't know the place how to get rid of this place and how to go up. I don't understand. Yes, I'm real fool only. What you're saying is right. So he is happy. Even if you say fool, he will not feel offended. And then illusion of, earn so much I've got property, so much of money, so much of, position and that. We're all in that illusion. I earn so much money because I'm super talented. And the devotee will feel, yes, I earn, but it's all his mercy that he has selected me to get so much of, the company is still surviving. The company is still paying me every month. Because now you can find, so many big companies are closing down, big. They remove not the lowest people, they remove the topmost because they are paid huge, first cut off them. Unko katega, so many people can survive with their salary. So they take the top position, they remove them. So it's very sad situation now. I mean, it's a very practical thing what we are seeing. So we are, a devotee will feel, yes, it's whatever I have is all due to Krishna's mercy. He'll be very humble that way. And then what? Association. A person who say my wife, my child, my children, my relatives, all my. Ultimately, he'll be all alone. Nobody's going to be with him. Each one will go. Aage piche, somebody will leave and go. Even if they're alive, nobody's going to be with him. They will go abroad. They will go in for studies. Even if they're they will be living with you in the same house, but they will have their own life, right? They will have to go to work. They cannot be with you. 24 hours a day. So it's all false association. We cannot have, yes, as normal, yes, hi, hello. that relation is okay, but you should not be too much affected, attached to our people or my home or, all children and all that. So where to keep all this association? With the Lord. The Lord will be always there with us. He is the only person who is a true friend, true association you can have only with God. But how will you get that attachment? Only by being in the scripture studies. When you do all that seva, that Bhagavan ka ye karo, japa karo, and do what offering to the Lord and be more close to the Lord. Attend all these functions and attend all this online. Hota to online is also okay. Otherwise, go to temple, attend all that. So you get an intimacy with the Lord, and you'll start feeling, yes, God is there with me. He's taking all my problems. He's taking care of all my problems. That feeling only you will get when you keep doing the devotional service. Yes, 3 and 4. We have come only to the 3 and 4. न रूपमस्येह ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसृता पुराणी. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived. It's upside down. No, we cannot, where it is there, which state and which country, no, we cannot perceive. We cannot even imagine such a tree. But then we cannot perceive in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is and all. But with determination, one must cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. We are all in the down portion, okay, in the leaves, which is totally in the last portion. We are all there, struggling very hard with our job and other commitments, and we are trying to, pay attention towards Lord. Only at 9 o'clock we get, and after doing all the work and the whole day, we are finishing all the, this work, what we are supposed to do in the material world. After finishing all that, you're almost tired, but then you have to be with the Lord. You should know. Then in spite of being, tired, you're coming and listening. That itself is something to be, great, applauded. But then what happens is that is how our world is. Won't allow us to come to, hear Bhagavan ka story or, Bhagavad Gita and all. So easily it won't allow us to come. But then how you can come to this level? Only by detachment. Detachment of what? Attachment to your material things and material people, material world, everything. You have to keep having less attachment to that. So detachment ka weapon se kaatna hai. That is what is given here. Cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. Don't be so much attached to all this, so that you just give less importance to that, more importance to the religion. I mean, this scriptural studies and about Lord and all. Then your path will become smooth. So doing, one must seek that place from which, having once gone, where we have to go, you have to seek that place. Which place? Goloka Vrindavan. That place, having once gone, one never returns. Once you go there, you don't get a birth into this world. Once you go there, you're going to be there permanently. Because we're all ever living. We're all eternal beings, right? Only we take a form and we take a form and we just... we are in this material world. Take each form we take, and we are here. But once you go there, no need of taking form. We'll be in the Sukshma Sharira. We will be living there. So one never returns. And there, surrender. You can't sit idle. You have to what? Say, do the same thing what we are doing here. Do seva. There also you surrender to that Supreme Personality. Only that you can see the Lord there in front of your eyes. You'll be serving Him. So I surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything has begun and in whom everything is abiding since time immemorial. So many people have gone, saints and all, Srila Prabhupada and all these famous, all these people who were totally devoted to the Lord have all gone there. It's our turn. Let us take things very seriously, and we should be on that path and somehow finish this journey. If not this life, at least next life. If not that, then next. That means then we can do all that other material, liking and all. No, then you will be going down. The same floating, try to go up, and once after another 10 janmas, you may go up, if not the same. But what? You will be born in a better family. That is all will come. Again and again, it comes in our, some shlokas. Yeah, then what next? निर्माण मोहाजित संगदोषा अध्यात्म नित्यान विनिवृत्त कामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ता सुख दुःख संचय गच्छन्त्य मूढा पदम अव्ययम् तत्. Those who are free from false prestige, I know so many things. Oh, that shloka is so easy for me. See, tuck, 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 I'm saying. But how much you have understood? Yeah, yeah, I understand. Okay, how much you're applying in your life? Oh, no, that I don't know. Waste. Then your reading is waste. By hearting is waste. Everything is waste. You have to take it. So what Prabhupada did, he did that only. Right from childhood. That's why his photo is given. That's why I'm saying, taking his name. There are many saints and many people have done that. Right from childhood, they practice this life. They have been inculcated from by their parents to do not only rote learning. Shloka bolo, tak 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 bol diya. You like yesterday we had that competition for kids and they got get either certificate, participation certificate or prize something they get. They're very happy about that. And whoever comes and you know what, he did shloka, he won. It's not for that. But for kids, okay, it's an appreciation. But we have to train them to learn it, learn and apply in our life. Once we do it, they will learn. Yad acharite sreshta. That is also said in Bhagavad Gita. As you behave, the same thing, your children will also follow you. They see, they will not learn from what you say. They see how we behave and they will do. You get up early, do japa, they will also see. They won't get up early immediately after being the say next day. They will watch you and slowly they will grow up. They will learn that quality. Whatever we do, the children will do. So we will be the leaders at home. We will be their leaders. So that is how those who are free from false prestige. One should not have the false prestige that I have achieved this, I have achieved. I mean, so much I have and all that. Nothing. We are all going to be. It's all going to be a waste to me. Then illusion. The false prestige and illusion. We are all in the illusion world only. And false association. We should be out of that. Who understand the eternal, who are done with material lust, who are freed from the dualities of happiness and distress. How we have to be? No duality at all, whether it is dukkham or sukham, happiness or distress. You're on the okay. I mean, ready to be tolerant and accept it. And what? Done with material lust. Enough. I have enjoyed enough in this world. Now I'm going to put a stop. I'm going to concentrate on being with the listening to God's stories or the scriptures and all whatever is said. And your karma also, whatever actions you do, get up early in the morning, you're physically making it very pious and reading all the scriptures and whatever is said by our acharya, we have to start following. Who are free from the dualities of happiness and distress and who unbewildered know how to surrender unto the Supreme Person, attain to that eternal kingdom. So all these things, many times such shlokas have come, so we do not have to do in detail, but this is how we have to have all these qualities to go. The ticket to go up to Goloka Vrindavan is having all these qualities. Yeah. न तद्भासयति सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. That abode of mine is not illumined by the sun or moon. Here we are in that world only. No, the moment sun sets means we are turned our back to sun. So what? Everything is dark. Then you need electricity. Electricity goes, no light, no power, and no this brightness also. But that dham is that place, is not illumined by electricity or fire or the sun or moon. It is illumined because God is there. You can see the halo. In all the photos you may find, God matlab piche ek halo, the brightness. So wherever Lord is there, the brightness automatically it will be there. Because he is there, that place is always bright. So that abode of mine is illumined by, is not illumined by the sun or moon nor by electricity. One who reaches it never returns to this material world. He keeps saying that. Why is saying the same thing again and again and again? God is reiterating that fact because ek bar to nahi jata hai na, like in spite of learning so many times, still it is very difficult to leave the material thing, so strong. So once we go there, then we won't come to the other material planets. Yeah, next. I'm so sorry. Yeah, this is how it looks there in the Goloka Vrindavan. Radharani will be there, Krishna will be there, they will be dancing, there will be all that. Even birds get liberated, they are there, the animals are there, everything, butterfly, so many things. This is actually bachon ka, kids ka thing. I think. Looks very nice, not the drawing and all. So I like this. So that place is very nice. Gopas, Gopis, I think I didn't put that. Even that slides were there. Then that will look too bachu, for adult class. That's why I removed that. So that place will be very nice and we should be going there. Yeah. Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha, Manasashtan Indriyani, Prakritistani Kashati. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. We are all part and parcel of the Lord. We have all the gun, all the characters of the Lord. We are also Satchitananda. Everything we have, only the quantity is less, that's all. But we are also having all opulence. But we are forgetting, because we are in this material world, the other attraction is so much. Our concentration is going there, but we are giving less importance. And we are in another sloka also it's given. No? It is covered by the mirror is covered by the dust, and fire is covered by the smoke, and all that shloka is the same thing. So we are all, because we are in this material world, we are all conditioned soul. We are all conditioned soul, and that's why we are unable to realize what capacity we have. The living entities in this conditioned world are my eternal fragmental parts. Due to conditioned life, they are struggling very hard with 6 senses. Sashtan Indriyani. 6 senses. With all the 6 senses, we are struggling hard to leave this material. We have to trying very hard to concentrate on Lord. We should be there, but it becomes difficult for them, which include the mind also. Even the mind to concentrate on the Lord is becoming very difficult for them. Bhagwan, he himself understands that. So the children, my children who are in this material world, once got trapped there, they are finding very difficult to come out of this. So it is this example, yeah. So if God is like this ocean, you are the drop of the ocean. Quality, yes. If you drink a lot of water from ocean, it will be same salty, like even if you have the drop of it, it will have the same quality. It will be salty water. Like even fire ka example. This this is fine now. What do you call fire? And this is, I don't know. I forgot that word. Fire ka, that small particles. When you do that, crackers and when you burst, it comes, no? So that also is very powerful. That also, when it touches your skin and all, your skin gets burnt. Quality is same, but by quantity, it is very small. Sparks. Oh, finally got that word. We are all spark of that fire only. Sometimes, the exact word I forget. So the spark, we are all the spark of the fire, but the same quality is same. It will be hot, very, it burns your skin also. So living beings, we have the same quality, but less in quantity. So Krishna is Satchitananda, we are also. So we are also Satchitananda. We means the soul. But because of this conditioned life, we forget and we are all entrapped. So what is the solution? Do lot of japa and lot of devotional service and just get out of this. Shariram yadavapnoti yachapi utkramatishvarah grihitvaitani samyati vayurgandan ivashayat. Example given about the fragrance, the air. In any bodily form that it enters, it means the soul. In any body, it takes what? It goes inside any body, it takes any form. And from which it departs to another. One form or the another, it keeps traveling. The soul, as a matter of that body, carries with it 6 subtle senses. Because the Sukshma Sharira also goes. Not only the soul, the Sukshma Sharira also goes. So along with that, and it goes into the another body, takes along with it the soul and the 6 senses. 6 senses mean Sukshma Sharira. It has mind and intelligence, false ego, everything travels along with that. And the impression they have created. Just as the air carries the fragrance of the flower from its source to another place. Just the air keeps, it doesn't get contaminated. It just takes. So when you go near fish market, you will get that smell. And again, then you cross temple or something, you get good, nice camphor and agarbatti ka smell, camphor smell and all you get. So that way the air doesn't get contaminated. It just flows. Like that, our soul takes each form and it just keeps on traveling. Yeah, next. Stotram chakshuspashanam cha rasanam granam evacha adhisthaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate. So as it travels, what happens is, having entered your material body, the living being presides over the ears, eyes, skin, tongue, nose, and the mind, and enjoys the sense objects of the sound form, touch, taste. Sense means what? When you are in human form, it will have a different type of ears and different types of eyes. It means a type of human. But when you take a cow form, it will have a different eyes and different. So it will have it will not have hands, only legs. So as it takes each form, your eyes, nose, everything will become different. And workings, the way it works also will be different. So what species? We can be a human, we can be a dog, or dog will have a different way of expressing. When it is feeling happy, it cannot smile, so it will just wag its tail. The tail is given, so it will be using that. So accordingly, you take a form, you will be expressing, you will be using all your senses accordingly. A human being has to use it in a different way. Each species will use the sense organs and sense objects in as per the form it takes. But all these things are people who are not into scriptural studies will not understand. Utkramantam sitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimuda ananupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. The foolish people, foolish is, he may be good in studies or good in noise, what other work and all that. But if he doesn't understand, if he is not taking up scriptural studies, he will not understand what is soul is all about, how it takes to another body, what all it carries along with it. They won't know. So they are very happy in their whatever life they are leading. One life I have, let me enjoy this. That's all they are interested. So foolish cannot understand how a living entity can quit his body, nor can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. Nothing. He will not understand this at all. Only when you do a scriptural study, you will be able to understand. Like us, until unless you learn Bhagavad Gita, you won't know all these factors, right? In school and all, it is not taught. In geography, history, your science and PCB, PCM and all, so much marks you get to go to engineering or doctor. I mean, when you take up that so-called, this good level of but then what happens? Do they teach what is life all over? Do they teach what is soul and all next birth? Nothing is taught. So only in scriptural studies it is taught, and that is the actual knowledge. That is what God says. This is the Guhya. Guhya, what Guhya means secret knowledge. One has to learn. But one whose he enjoys under the spell of the modes of nature. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this, because now we are getting trained, all our senses are getting trained. We are listening to these scriptures and seeing, seeing each one's life and all, we are able to understand. And now we are able to see clearly what is the mode, what are these three modes, how a person takes another birth. So what all he is going to carry. That's why we can see, a small child, born child with few months, 6 months old, you must be singing Hare Krishna. The moment you stop, it cries. It wants to hear. Or still little grown up, they lead the bhajan group. I have seen all this. I used to wonder how. So this is proved, no? So the birth, rebirth. If they don't reach Goloka Vrindavan, naturally they have to take a rebirth. So they'll be born in a very this nice aristocratic family, and people who are very pious. And they do bhajan kirtan when they're small. They need not be forced to attend bhajan, attend karo, go to mandir, no force. They will start leading the show, leading the bhajan group and all. So this is what is working. Their Sukshma Sharira, along with the soul, has traveled into this child's body, and the child, as the moment he is just 5 years, 6 years, leading a bhajan. I mean, very this surprising. But it is proved. But one whose eyes are trained in knowledge can see all this. Yeah. Yatanto yoginas-chainam pashyanti atmanyavasthitam yatanto api akritatmano nainam pashyanti acetasah. The endeavoring transcendentalists who is situated in self-realization, people who are just thinking of the Lord and who am I? I'm an Atma, not a body, and what is what and all. He's just totally engrossed in doing devotional service, and he's engrossed. Like Yampi, this is given Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who are in that stage can see all this clearly, because they actually understand everything. But those who are not situated in self-realization cannot see what is taking place, though they will try to analyze through mental speculation and all, but they will not understand. You need to be devoted for that. Yeah. So now what is saying? Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Dharayami Ahamojasa Pushnami Chaushadi Sarva. So Bhutvara Satmakaha. I enter into each planet. What Bhagavan says. I enter into each planet. See how it is shown. The Jupiter, Uranus, everything is tied. Earth is tied. Mars is tied. Pluto is, everything is tied. Who is tying? This is God. Just at peace. But the moment it is trying to escape, I mean, it's just an animation they have done. So everything is controlled by the Lord. Otherwise, can you imagine our huge earth and more bigger than the earth is all in the planet just hanging. No string, nothing. It is all there. And in the same orbit, it just rotates. And our earth also, revolution, rotation, how it happens. Who is the controller? Why there's no accident there? On the road, we can see a car accident, one lane gone. Here, there, one speed, ज़्यादा speed कर दिया, speed breaker में, it just went gone, over. Here, everything we can see, but there nothing, no accident for years, for millenniums after millennium, it is years on the track only. Nothing. By how it happens? So because Bhagwan ka control. He is having the clutch. He is having the control of everything. I enter into each planet and by my energy, they stay in orbit. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. All the vegetables are grown and the light, all this in school, what is taught? Photosynthesis, the green is leaf because the photosynthesis cooks food and all. That is how basic thing they have taught. So photosynthesis and vitamin D and that this a plant grows because sunlight is required. They have no I don't think that ever I have learned in school and college about the moon part. Only in Bhagavad Gita I learned. If anybody knows about it, yes, it is there in 8th standard or something. You can tell me. Maybe when I was in 8th, it was not taught. But the the taste of the vegetable is given by the moon, it seems, which I was not knowing. After coming, so from Bhagavad Gita, we get to learn a lot. So I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. That is very important. And then next is very, very important. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritah Prana Apana Samayuktah Pachami Annam Chaturvidam. 4 types of food I'm digest. See, we eat anything. Just the taste is only till the tip of the tongue. Once it goes mashed and gone, over. But till you see it, till you smell, until you taste, till the tip of your tongue, so palatable and so really you can't be without it. That sort of a feeling you get. But you eat so many things, so many varieties, but everything is going and everything is mashed and all the digestive juice is there. It is, mixing and everything. Most of the things are going in stools. All that, burger and all this stuff, entire 100% is going into stools only. Only some leafy vegetables when you eat or carrots and, that only certain things will extract some good things from there and it will inject in your blood and your body becomes better. So all these things, the digestive juice, everything is produced by the Lord. I am the fire of digestion. When you feel hungry, what happens? You get the burning sensation. What is that? The acid is produced. Acid is giving you that sort of that something is burning inside me. What is that? That is hunger. So that is created by who? The digestion power. It keeps working. You need food to digest. So the acid is ready to give me food. Let me do my work of digestion. So all this thing is possible only because of the Lord. I am the fire of digestion in every living body and I am the air of life. Continuous, right from not date of birth. Uske bhi 8 months pehle, we were all alive in mother's tummy and we started breathing. So it's all wonder, not only human, even in animals you can find all that. Animals, birds or whatever. I am the air of life, outgoing, incoming, by which I digest the 4 kinds of foodstuff. What are the 4 kinds? Certain foodstuff can be drank. You can only drink. You can eat. First is eat, grind and eat. The other things are, one is chewed. The next one is, we can drink it. The third is licking. And the 4th is what? If anybody knows, they can write it in chat. I forgot. Chewed, drunk, and what?
Sucked.
Is it licked and what is the 4th
one?
Sucking. Yeah. So when you're given nectar and all, you cannot drink. You can only lick it. And then sucking, yes. So all these 4 types of food are digested by the digestive juice. One who produces that. Because there are many patients are there who they don't get book. Then you are injecting something to create create hunger. And then you are made to eat something or, injected something so that some, there's glucose or something so that you don't feel hungry, so many things. So if it is not natural, then you have to inject something. But naturally what is happening is all been done by the Lord. It's all given in Bhagavad Gita. Don't question me. Aisa kaisa, how can you talk like that? Don't ask me. Whatever is given in Bhagavad Gita and whatever I learned, I'm just telling. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smritirjnanam apohanam cha vedaishcha sarve ahameva vedyo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. All Vedas, Vedas, Vedas. I am seated in everyone's heart. These people are all making prasad. Okay. So they're all very pious, taken bath and no tasting nothing. They are doing prasad. And God is just watching. Oh, you're making prasad. So with full concentration, they're doing. I'm seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. I only give you all that forgetful. Wherever it is not required, I make it forget. Just forget. Not required. Erased. And wherever delete, all control, I'll delete. I just leave now. Otherwise, where which is required, you'll remember. During exam, you'll remember. And he only gives everything. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. It has been compiled by the Lord. So by reading Vedas, what is known? God is known. And what? By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Veda and I am the knower of the Vedas. After reading all that, where you go, you lead to, it goes to, our path leads to the Lord's abode. So everything is surrounded by you. Yeah, the next is Dvaimo Purusho Loke Kshacha Akshara Evacha Kshara Sarvani Bhutani Kutasto Akshara Uchyate. There are two classes of beings, the fallible and the infallible. The material world, in the material world, every entity is fallible. We all are bound to commit mistakes, bound to speak lies, everything. There are four things are there. So we are all bound to do all that, to cheat, cheating prophecy is there, all this is there. So we are all fallible. So we need to upgrade ourselves. We in the scriptural follow, ISKCON is the right platform, follow whatever the scriptures say, whatever the acharyas say, and then follow that path. So in the material world, every entity is fallible. And in the spiritual world, every entity is infallible. Once you reach there, no, there's no chance of falling because God is there. He will not allow you to fall. Do any wrong actions. So people who reach there, they're all infallible, and people who are here, we're all fallible. Uttama Purushastvanyah Paramatmeti Udahritah Yo Lokatrayam Avishya Vibharti Avyaya Ishwarah. Besides this fallible and infallible, there is a greatest living personality, the Lord himself, who has entered into this world and is maintaining them. He is created this world for us to live happily and all, but we are not happy because this world is not meant for that. So we should try to escape from here and go. But he has entered in this world and is maintaining. He is only maintaining everything in this world, material world, spiritual world, everything is only one. Yasma ksharamati toham aksharad api chotamaha ato asmi loke vede cha pratita purushotamaha. Because I am transcendental, beyond both the fallible and infallible, and because I am the greatest, I am celebrated both in this world and in the Vedas as that of a supreme person. Vedas also praise me as a supreme person. Even in this material world, spiritual world, everybody consider me as a supreme personality because I am apart from all this fallible and infallible. I am apart from, because I am the greatest. I am celebrated both in the world as a supreme person. Garuda is going. Yeah, so that we all Devas, you see, Shankar Bhagwan and there is Indra or Varuna, everybody will be going to Lord Krishna. He comes in the form of Vishnu, Kshirodabhashai Vishnu, Garbhodabhashai Vishnu. Each Vishnu forms also he takes. So Krishna is supreme. So Brahma, see, this is how they meditate. Okay. So whatever problem comes in the world, so the Devas and Asuras always they fight. Demons and demigods, they always have some problem. So they go and report to Brahma. And what he does, he has to approach his higher authority, Lord Krishna. And how they just don't go there and knock the door. Yes, I've come. What happened? And no. They just do meditation. In the meditation, he thinks of Lord Krishna, he meditates and he gets answers. And that's done. Then he will come out of the meditation and he will explain. This is what I told him, and he said, this is the solution. Go ahead. He will come as he take an avatar or whatever solution is given. This solution is given, so don't worry. That is how the things are done there. And this picture is all about, like, Parvati Devi is asking Shiva to tell stories about Krishna. So he say, okay, I'll tell you the story. I don't know whether it is, I've told in this class. Anyway, if it is a repeat, just listen. 5 more minutes, let me take. It's almost, we are coming to the end. So he says, okay, I'll tell you Krishna story, but only that I will be in a flow. I will be just in my trance and I will explain to you. But then you should keep saying, we say, no, even on phone and all, are you there? We ask, because if you don't get any sound from there, you feel whether the connection is lost or not. So she says, okay, I'll say, and all that. So he keeps saying, and there was sound and all. And after all that, when he sees her, she's already gone to sleep. So all this thing, who is saying that, dekha to uska pet parrot. It was listening to all that Krishna katha. And he was saying, So he didn't get wild and all. She was sorry. Parrot was listening. How can that be? He's trying to catch the parrot. It goes and flies. And where it lands, it goes to, there's a side story, okay. This one, Bitika, wife of Vyasadeva. She just she was just yawning, and the parrot goes inside her mouth and stays in her womb for 16 years. It was not ready to come out. So God has to intervene. Krishna has to come. Arey yaar, please come out. So difficult to carry you so much. For 16 years you are inside. Please come. No. If I come out, the 3 modes will affect me. It's famous, no? The 3 modes are waiting to catch us once you are in the world. So I cannot come. So, but he has been given that blessing. Like you'll be away from all that. So that special blessing is given to you. You please come out. Don't trouble Bitika, Bichari, then he comes out. But then he doesn't stay in the house. He goes to jungle. And what he does, because he learned that Bhagavatam from Shiva, he starts preaching Bhagavatam in the. So the Parikshit Maharaja comes. That he has that. I think Parikshit Maharaja said, he got a curse of he will die in 7 days. So he approaches this person who Shuka. His name is Shukadeva. The one who parrot form mein hai na, his name is Shukadeva. He preaches and on the 7th day died. So this is all the story, sub-story about it. So what is written here is, Brahma starts his day by meditating on the Supreme Lord. Although he holds such an exalted place in the universe, in our universe, Brahma acknowledges God's supremacy and does not want to become illusioned into thinking that he is independently powerful. No, he is given a place that you are going to, for the growth of all, creation, that department is given to you. Still, he considered Lord as he is depending on the Lord. He's thinking that he is independently, he doesn't think that he is independently powerful. Just as a gardener does not create seeds, he can only sow seeds, but he's not creating the seed, right? So just as a gardener does not create seeds, but simply sows and waters them to make a garden grow. As Brahma's day wears on, we transmigrate from one body to another, sometimes to the upper planetary system and sometimes to the lower one, sometimes in the body of a pigeon and sometimes to that of a prince. Until after 4.32 billion years have passed, Lord Brahma's day ends. Then we go into the dormant state. We don't die and all. We go into unmanifested stage. And until his next day begins and the whole cycle starts again, it will remain in the same unmanifested form. Again, next day his morning comes, then everything will take form. Each one will take some form, either pigeon, like it's written, pigeon, or we may become devatas also, we may become anything. So that is how the life is coming into this, experience. So this is the second last shloka. Vyomam evam asammudo janati purushottamam sasarva vidbhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is to be understood as the knower of everything. Once you have total conviction, yes, God is there and he is Krishna. He is in the human form. Yes, he has a form, Shyama Sundar form. He is very beautiful. And whatever you know about Krishna, such person knows about Krishna. And what he does, then he is entirely devoted to, he will dress the Lord, he will give food. Oh, I have made this food, first offering to you, then we will have prasad. Whatever you eat should be prasad only, you should be eating. You can't eat to satisfy your desire, your, sense appeasement. No, you have to first offer to the Lord. And what all you can offer, he is asking very simple food. You can't offer him, all that non-veg stuff and all. So you have to offer him, and the same thing you should have. Why you're not supposed to have the other thing? Because as if you're eating papa. Because that is also given in 9th chapter. If you don't offer this you're eating anything which is not offered to the Lord, as good as you're committing a sin. And you may think, what sin I'm committing? Even an ant I don't kill, I'm just brushing it like that. Let it go. I don't kill a mosquito also. But still so much sins because we are eating, no, without offering the Lord. That is a big crime we are doing. I am not saying whatever I am saying is written in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is said. So you can ask him in the dream or something, when you meet him, you can ask him, how can you say that? You can fight with him. Whoever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without doubting is to be understood as the knower of everything, and he therefore engages himself in full devotional service. Oh, son of Bharata. Nobody have to force him. Nobody has to force him. He will automatically get up early. He will watch Mangala Aarti. So in 18 days, we have to tell, please get up, do that, do this. But once you get conviction, oh, no return back, no turning back. You will be totally convinced. You will look forward to next day's, prayers and next day's, all these activities. That is how a person evolves into this as jnani. The last shloka. Iti guhyatamam shastram idam muktam mayanaga etad buddha buddhiman syat kritakrityasya bharata. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. Oh, sinless one, Bhagavan is telling Arjuna. And it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise and his endeavors will know perfection. So whatever is saying, just understand. And once you know this, that means you have understood everything about me and the scriptures and everything. And that person will become wise and his endeavors, whatever action he takes, will know perfect. It will be perfectly done. So that's the end of it. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyaya. We'll do a quick summary of it. The tree of this material world is but a reflection of the real tree, which is there in the the spiritual world, the spiritual world. Just as a tree's reflection is situated on water, the material reflection of the spiritual world is situated on desire. And no one knows where it begins or ends. This reflected tree is nourished by the three modes of material nature. Its leaves are the Vedic hymns, and its twigs are the object of senses. One who wants to disentangle himself from this tree must cut it down with the weapon of detachment. He has to cut it with a weapon of detachment and seek shelter of the Supreme Lord. Everyone in this world is fallible, but in the spiritual world, everyone is infallible. And beyond all others is the Supreme Person, Krishna. Everyone in this world is fallible. Oh, it's repeated. It's repeated. Okay. My mistake. We'll copy it. So tomorrow, what are we going to see? It is also, again, small, only 24 shlokas are there. Hopefully, if my net is proper, we can finish fast also. Today, we wasted 10 to 15 minutes in that. So tomorrow, what we'll be seeing? Transcendental and demonic qualities. That is very interesting. Demons are not, see, nowadays, demons doesn't come with that in the big teeth and horns and all. Only this, books and all, we can see that photos are done, the drawing is done. But we ourselves are demons sometimes. We ourselves are good qualities also we are developing. So both qualities are there within us. That is what we are going to see tomorrow. So what is demonic nature and what is godly nature, we will see. The choice, escaping to supreme destination. So the choice is there, whether you want to escape from this jail and go to supreme destination, or you're very happy to take a rebirth in any form you feel like. Okay, Hare Krishna, Panchatattva mantra. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Yes. Last one. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Ananda Koti Bhakta Vrinda ki
Jai.
Very few people are. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai. Krishna Mahamantra ki
Jai.
Chaitanya
Jai.
Bhagavad Gita और Bhagavad Granth की
Jai.
Krishna Radha Govinda
Jai.
और प्रेमानंदे
Hari Hari Bol.
Very cool. Yes, thank you so much.